Hi, morning everyone. Morning everyone. Happy Tuesday. And so today is Entrepreneur Tuesday. So please, if you have a business, you just started a business, you're thinking about a business, please let us know. We want to hear about it so we can be aware of your business, the type of business, and if we hear anyone that needs that type of service or product, we'll know exactly where to go. Thank you for that. Also, today's we're going to be discussing home organization, how to organize your space. Sometimes people wonder, how do I get started? So much stuff, I just don't know what to do. But the truth is, I believe we must always start with a clean slate. What does that mean? Simply, I think instead of looking at the space itself, think about what are the spaces that you have in mind that you want to get organized. And sometimes it could be the whole house. It could be the whole house. Sometimes it's just a one room or just a few spaces. But whether it's the whole house, one room, a few rooms, it doesn't matter. Same thing. Just start with I think a number one thing, you have to make time to get organized. You have to make time to get organized. You have to make time to get organized. We're always trying to squeeze organization in. You can't. You have to make time. You have to decide today is the day or tomorrow or next week. You have to schedule in the time to organize this space. Then you have to plan around it. What is it that I'm organizing and why? Why am I getting organized? You have to know why. That is like a goal. If you don't know why you want to clean up your space, you'll never maintain it. You have to have a reason, and that will keep you on track. So number one, you have to make time. Two, you need to know why. The next thing you have to do is you have to identify what is it that I want the space to be. And that's where a lot of us get overwhelmed. We look at the picture like, oh, look at all this stuff, but forget about the stuff. Just think, if this space was empty, whether it's your bedroom, it's a spare room, your office, think about, how do I want it to look? What do I want it to feel like? How do I want it to function? And then without looking at the space, you need to either draw it out or think about it. And that's why I like to ask clients, what do you want the room to look like? What's your vision of the room? When I get that, I don't have to worry about the stuff that's already in there, because once I get the vision, the idea, then I can get to work and I can look at what's already there. Okay, so how do we, number one, let me back up. So I think to make time, you have to also know what you want the room to look like. You have to know what you want the room to look like. And you have to choose a space. What's the purpose of you have to choose a space? So number one, let me just say this. I have no order. I'm really just talking on top of my head. So like you said, number one. It really is number one in my mind. But anyways, you need to make time. You have to know why you're getting organized. And you have to know the vision, okay? You have to know the vision. Now, let me back up. If you're saying, oh, I have all these spaces, the whole house to get organized, how do I start? Where do I start? The only tip I can give you for that is you have to start with the space that's causing you the most stress. Yeah, sometimes the basement looks like a dump zone. The garage looks like it's about to explode. You know, the bedrooms are messy. The office is messy. The kitchen is awful. But you have to pick the space that's causing you the most stress. And by the most stress, what I mean is you have to pick that area that's going to be detrimental to your life, to your finances. So yes, the whole house is messy. Let's just say that. But if you know that you need to access your bills so that you can pay your bills, pay your mortgage, pay whatever, so that you can keep your services in your house going, you need to start with that area, so that you can get those things that's going to affect your living. It's going to affect the way you live, just affect your lifestyle. You want to start there. Now, I'm a little different. I'm an all or nothing type of girl. I just want to get every space organized. I want to get that space organized, the other space organized. That's just me. But for people who cannot manage everything all at once, pick the space that's going to help you the most. So if it's that bedroom or the office, or if it's your filing system, because you need to get your bills organized so that you keep your services going, you start there. Then you move on to the next space that's causing you the most stress. So we want to start with a space that's going to affect how we live. If you don't find that bill, you're going to incur some late fees, or you're going to get your services cut off, your mortgage paid, whatever it is. You want to start with that area. No matter how just the house is messy, start with that area because you need to get those things in order. Next, you go to the next area. After the detrimental things are out of the way, you got that space organized, you go to the next area that you really would like to get organized. That would really give you some peace of mind, whether it's to access your stuff in the garage because you've bought a lot of stuff, you have extra items and you want to be able to access them easily or get to them, or you just want to have a wonderful space to be able to move easily through. You, whatever space that is, you pick that space. And that's my only tip. You have to pick the space that's causing you the most stress or that's causing you the most discomfort if you don't deal with it right away. And that is the only tip I have for that. Again, if it's the whole space, you could probably just number them. If you say, you know what, Tamika, none of these spaces are really causing me stress. I just want to get them organized. I just want to clean them up. Then you have to decide which one you want to tackle first, from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7. That's just the best way to go. Which one is manageable? Which one can you do right away? Which one are you able, do you have the resources, do you have the time for to really get done? Okay, so after we've decided that we want to get organized, we know which space, and we know the goal of the space. Like whether it's your office, I want an office that's efficient, that's functional, that's easy to come into and sit down and move around. You want or your bedroom. You want a bedroom that no distractions, is just at peace. You have to decide how you're going to accomplish that goal. And so let's use an example. Let's say you pick the bedroom. You want the bedroom to be a space that is free of clutter, free of distractions. You just want a nice bedroom. So if you have a TV, you might think, well, the TV is a problem, so you might want to relocate or get rid of your TV. If you have paper clutter in your bedroom, you might have to move those out or create a little system for them somewhere that is out of sight. And so that's how you get started. You think about what is the goal or the purpose of this space, and then you start to move towards that. You put things in the space that accommodates what you want it to look like. I am very much aware that there's sometimes that you're in a small space and one room has to be many purposes. I get that, but it can be many purposes that's also not distracting. You can have a TV that is covered by an armoire or what are those things that you covered up, okay? You have the door to cover it up. You could have a office in your space, but your desk is very neat, or you have a file system that you can put everything into when you go to bed and you don't have to see any clutter. There are ways around keeping a space that has to be used for more than one purpose. So there's always a way, but you just have to identify what is working. So number one, back to number one. This is a list of, or just a guideline for getting yourself get in that room the way you want it to do. So usually when I go into a space, I'm assessing, usually I want to ask the client, what is the space and what is it how do you want to see it? Forget about how it is now, or how do you want to see it? So for you guys, number one, you have to, assess the situation. What's the problem? Why you want to organize this space in the first place? What is the problem in this space? Why do you have a problem with the space? Then you want to determine the best outcome, the best space possible. Yeah, after you identify the problem, why you want to get it organized too, you want to determine what is the best outcome, the best goal, the best function for the space. After that, you want to take a look and see what's working and what's not working. After you have identified what your vision is of the room, how you want it to feel, function, the aim, you want to decide what's currently working in the space that I can keep. Then number 4, you want to look at what is not working. Yeah, you want to look at what is working, what you want to keep, and then you want to see what is not working. Then after you identify what the problem is, why you want to get organized, number 1. Number 2, what the best outcome of the room is or the space. Number 3, what's working. Number 4, what's not working. Number 5, you want to make a plan. You want to make a plan now to decide what is the aim? How am I going to accomplish either bringing in things that I may need or taking things out that's not working? And you want to make a plan around how am I going to accomplish this desired goal, the desired look, a vision of the space. And within developing a plan, you're also going to list out the steps of how you're going to go about it. Is it I'm going to clear the room? Am I going to call some friends? Do I need to get some tools? Do I need to call someone to figure out how to organize the space properly? Those are the steps all those things you're going to put into the plan, into step number 5. You're going to identify all those things. And then you're going to implement the plan. After you have a plan and you decide, okay, I have the resources, I don't have the resources, I'm going to buy this, I'm not going to buy that, whatever the case is, you're going to implement the plan. And after you implement the plan, you get to work, you start to move things out, put things in, get things up. You see that the room is coming together. You also might need to alter the plan. Yeah, you implement the plan, you might need to go back and say, that's not working. I thought that equipment or that thing was going to work, but it's not really working for the space. Let's take it out. You're always allowed to alter the plan. And the last step is you have to sit back and you actually have to assess the outcome of the plan. You have to look at it. You have to use the room. You have to decide, is this working? Did the stuff that I buy, do they feel good? Am I really being more efficient? Are these stuff really functional? Sometimes we buy a whole bunch of stuff to put into a space and we find out that after a while, they're really causing us more stress than when we didn't even have them. We think we're getting more organized by buying all these gadgets and stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And that's where you have to really assess the outcome of your plan and the functionality of your room. Okay? All right. So that's going to be it for today. I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but yes, you want to make time to get organized. Then you want to identify, why am I organizing this space? Why? Then you want to have a vision of the space, okay? And then when you get started, you want to assess the problem. What's currently the problem? Why do I want to get organized? 2, you want to have that vision again. What's my what's the vision, the outcome of this space that I want to accomplish? 3, identify what's currently working. What in the space can you keep? 4, what's not working? And 5, you need to have a plan. And under 5, the plan just means the action steps, the tools you may need. You may need to access resources, you need to call some people. Whatever it is, things you might need to bring in, things you need to take out, how are you going to go about it? And that's all the stuff you put into the plan. Then after you have all those things, you actually have to get to work. You have to implement the plan. Then you have to alter the plan as you go along, if need be, if something is not working out. And the last thing is you have to assess how things are working out. Assess how things are working out. And in assessing it, you might have to move some things around. You might have to maybe we do another plan and then implement another plan or another system. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes I change around my home, my filing system every few months because I get bored very easily. Or the one I thought was working, it didn't work. I thought it was gonna help me out, but I figured it's causing me more stress. It's okay. You can move things around. You can always alter. It's all about improving and getting better and finding the thing that works for you. There's no one size fits all. Forget that. And while I'm at the end of coming up to the end of recording, let me just let you guys all know this now. There really is no one size fits all for organization. Some of us we learn by where we like to see things. Some of us learn by hearing. Some of us learn by doing. We have different learning styles. We also like things different. I like things that are see-through, containers that are see-through. Some people like colorful containers. Some people like things that is just strictly black or white. If I can't see it, I will forget about it. Some people can remember everything, even if it's in color containers or black containers. I don't have that type. That's not me. So you have to choose things that work for you. You don't have to buy a system because someone says that's the best way. You choose something that works for you. If a box is what works for you to put your files in, that works for you. You don't have to get a filing system. You don't have to get shelves. You get what works for you. If something else is more I don't have a shoe rack in my room. I have a bunch of those clear boxes. I like seeing those boxes stacking them. I can quickly access my shoes. I can see which one and pull out. Some people like shoes rack. I don't. Truthfully, if I had a door on my closet, I would have put one of those shoe things on the back of my door, but I don't. So you use what works. A shoe rack, one of those hanging shoe racks on your door. You use containers. Whatever works for you. You have to choose what works for you. Don't think about, oh, that's what's out there. You could get creative and implement your own your own thing, or your own way, or your own style of getting organized. So please keep that in mind. If you buy something, you thought, oh, why isn't this working? I'm never going to get this. It may not be you. It may just be the system. It may be the system that you chose to work with or the item that you chose, and it's just not working for you. Just not working for you. So keep that in mind. Be easy on yourself and just know that you can always alter the plan. And altering is good. It lets you know what you like and what you don't like, and you get to know about yourself. And you really get to really become your own organizer and fit things to suit you. Not when an organizer comes in and they buy things that they think, oh, this looks good. Here's an organizational system. Here's a thing that's going to help you get organized. You have to, at the end of the day, you have to live with those things. And are they really helping you or causing you more stress? Anyways, have a wonderful day, everyone. I hope that helps you with getting started in your space. And yeah, I look forward to any questions that you may have. Bless up. Have a wonderful day. And remember to always have fun with God. Joy, peace, and love, and much laughter. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.